So today, this video is going to walk through a demonstration on how to use Microsoft Word for the 1.7 project. We're going to start out with the file that they gave us, and I've got it open and ready to go in my Word. So I'm going to start with step 3, since steps 1 and 2 just open the file. It says apply the following formatting changes to the entire document. So it says step 1, I'm going to select the entire document. Okay. I'm going to turn off my viewing because we're going to turn that on later. There. Now yours should look just like mine. I've got it grayed out, so I selected the whole entire plate thing. I'm going to change the before and after paragraph spacing to 0. So the paragraph information is all right here in this sort of left of center. The spacing is over here, line and paragraph spacing. If you let go and hover, it'll give you additional information, or I can click this little button down here to open up all of my settings. At the very bottom, I want to change my before and after to 0, so I can highlight and type, or I can push the down arrow to make it 0. I'm going to come over here, change this to a single spacing, and I'm going to click OK. The next thing it asks is to change the paragraph alignment to left. So in that same paragraph, here is the button. It's on the second row, first column. I'm going to click on left. I'm going to change the font to Calibri, which is right there, and my font size to 11 point count. And that concludes step number 3. Step number 4 is to turn on that show and hide. That's the thing I just turned off. So it's up here in the paragraph, and it's a backwards P, or it's a shorthand symbol for paragraph. When I click on that, it's going to show me all of the different locations where there are kind of hidden characters. And we want to see that moving for this, what we need to do moving forward. We want to add a blank line to each part that there's a paragraph. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to find my paragraph. I'm going to hit a paragraph again, hit the enter key, paragraph enter key, click on the paragraph enter key, and down here, let's put one at the bottom. And that's all there is for number 4. Number 5, it says move your insertion point to the top. That just means move your cursor. So I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor at the I, or I can put it on line 1 and hit the home button. It automatically takes me to the beginning. And I'm going to type the current date. And press the enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to type the address, Mr. Rick Herman, 9035 Massey Drive, Fair Oaks, California, 95528. And then it says I want to press the enter key 2 times. 1, 2. Then I'm going to type Dear Mr. Herman, colon. And I'm going to press the enter key twice. 1, 2. The last thing for this step is it wants to add 72 point before the date. So I can select the line with the date and open up that paragraph dialog again by pushing this little arrow. And I want before to be 72. And I can hit the enter key and it'll make it go away. And that concludes step 5. Step 6 wants us to add the closing, so I'm going to go down to the bottom. I'm going to put my cursor at this blank line that I added, and I'm going to press the enter key one more time. Then I'm going to type in best regards, comma, and press enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to type out Emma Cavalli, Realtor Consultant, and Placer Hills Real Estate. Press the enter key 2 times after the company name, 1, 2, and type in your initials in lowercase. You put your initials, don't put mine. That is the end of step 6. Step 7, move a paragraph and a sentence. So I'm going to scroll up so that I can see my paragraphs. It wants me to move the third body paragraph so it appears before the second. Confirm one blank line displays between each of the body paragraphs. So my third paragraph is 1, 2, 3. A lot of detail and thought. So I'm going to highlight that paragraph. Okay, that entire paragraph and make it gray. I'm going to come up here to the key. The first one here is cut or Control X, or you can right click and cut. I'm going to come up to the space between paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, and I'm going to click up here at the top and I'm going to click paste or Control V, or there is a paste on the right click. Now I need to fix my blank lines. So it said make sure there are blank lines between each paragraph. I'm going to come up to this first one and add a blank line. There's one blank line here. That one's okay. This one has 2, so I do need to delete one of them. The second part to 7 is to move the last 2 sentences to the beginning of the paragraph and make sure that the spacing state is correct at the end. So it's the sentence that starts with a lot of detail. Okay, so we're going to put it right here. So the last sentence is this one right here, and the one before it is the I am also. So that's where we want to highlight the I am also all the way to the end. We don't want that end character though. So this time I'm going to use my right click and I'm going to cut just to give you a little difference. I'm going to put my cursor at the very beginning before the A. I'm going to right click in that location, and here I can paste and I can use the keep source formatting. That one's fine. Now my cursor is between the 2 sentences. It did not put a space there, so because we want proper spacing, I'm going to go ahead and hit the space key. Now it looks like we're doing good. So that is step 7. Step 8, it's going to want us to do a little bit more font formatting. So it says in the first body paragraph, select Placer Hills Real Estate. And I'm just going to use my keyboard to get rid of that little space. I just did Shift and I did the back arrow, or the arrow that points left. Okay, I'm going to make that bold. So I'm going to come up to the top here in the font section. I'm going to click on bold. And it wants the sentence, the first sentence of the third paragraph, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3. The service is unmatched. I'm going to select the italics for this one. It's the I next to the B. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. It wants me to select the title. Now I can also right click. Bold and italic do show up there, so I can select the italic that way. And then Placer Hills, I'm going to do it the right click way as well. Put the bold, the B on the Placer Hills Real Estate. And that's all there is for step 8. Now, if I wanted to research, this is step 9, let's see, let's select Fair Oaks and say we want to research it. So I can go up to references, and here there are 2 different ones. There's Researcher, where it'll give me some information where I can type things in, or I can click on search. Search will take the text that I had and put it into a search bar, and it goes out on the internet and gives me a few options of things that I wanted to search for. There's just some options here. I'm just going to X out of that. I don't really need to do anything with that at this point, but that is number 9. Number 10 is to show you where Immersive Reader is. So I can go to View. Immersive Reader is right here. So I can click on Immersive Reader. It takes me to a different view. There are some spacings and focusing, and it'll read it to you. But there's just different things that it can do with that. I'm going to go ahead and close that as well. The last thing we're going to do for this is do a grammar and spelling check. So that can be found under Review, Spelling and Grammar. Okay. If you do the pull down, you can choose spelling or spelling and grammar. We do want spelling and grammar. So we're going to go ahead and leave that checked, and I'm going to go ahead and push that button. It's going to show me all of the spelling and grammar here on the right, or it might just take you to it. So if I do the spelling first, that is how you spell his name. So I'm going to click on Ignore All. Unmatched, I'm going to take the suggested word correction, curious, occurring, confidence, and this one is thorough, so it's not through, it's thorough, so it's the bottom one. And my initials, they're fine too, so I'm going to do Ignore All. Then I'm going to click on Grammar, and yours might be a little different just depending upon which version you have. Okay, so we've got, let's do Ignore that one. Oh, this one's good. So we need to fix that one. Okay, we can X out of that as well. That is all there is to 1.7, so go ahead and save and submit. I'll do a slow scroll through what it looks like so that you can kind of see if yours matches.